Welcome back to Paneer and Pancakes. I'm Vaaruni Joshi, and grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive right in. I want to start by saying that the reason I missed an upload is because I was at SLC, which I was preparing for like an insane person. It's not because I forgot. That is like the reason why I missed one episode. But the thing I want to talk about today is something I've been thinking about a lot recently, mostly because high school is basically just one really long to-do list that you didn't fully sign up for. Your schedule is set and your classes are chosen, and your day is planned from 8 a.m. to whenever you stop doing homework and you close your laptop. And it's really easy to go through all of that on autopilot. You wake up, you go to school, you go to your classes, you do your assignments, scroll, and you go to bed. And then you do it again. And technically you're being productive, but are you really reacting efficiently? I think that's the difference. Because when people hear intentional, it sounds really intense, like 5 a.m. routines, perfect planners, color-coded everything, and having your life together at 16, which this is not what that is. Being intentional is just about doing things on purpose instead of by default, which sounds obvious, but in practice, it's not that easy. Because high school is built for default mode. The bell rings and you move. The assignment's posted and then you do it. The test's announced and you panic. There's not a lot of space where you stop and think, why am I doing this? And once you start asking that question, things get a little clearer. So, one thing that really helped about thinking about my time is almost like a feed. Like, not everything gets posted, not everything deserves space. But in real life, we act like everything is urgent and equally important. It's not. Some things matter and some things just feel loud. The problem is that we say yes to the loud things because they feel really good or they feel important. And we don't want to explain why we're saying no. And suddenly your schedule is full and your brain is not okay. So a big part of being intentional is just doing less, which sounds really counterproductive, but it's not, because doing a few things well is a lot better than doing everything halfway while you're also panicking the whole time. And I really think this applies to like people too. Like, not everyone needs like immediate replies, and like not everything needs your immediate energy and like all of your attention. You don't have to be available 24/7 just because your phone exists. Like, I know it sounds kind of revolutionary, but you can just respond later. Like, it's not that complicated. The same thing really shows up in studying too, I think, which is like there's panic studying, which is like chaotic and like last minute, and you're like stressed and you're like scared. But there's also like intentional studying, which is like slower and a little more focused, and it's like understanding instead of memorizing, just to survive the test. Which, it's like less exciting, I guess, because you're not up until 3 a.m. cramming the different types of, I don't even know. I have no idea. I'm totally blanking. I had an example all well thought out and I just totally forgot. Oh, like Vesper theory, AP Chem kids, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just it's less exciting, but it's better for you long term. And I'm bringing this up in my little Vesper mention, haha, so funny, because exams are coming up and it starts to feel like everything's happening at once, because every single teacher is like, oh my god, this class is so important, and every assignment suddenly has like emotional weight because of the amount it's going to bring your grade up or down. And then your brain is just like, we should panic like right now. And the instinct, at least for me, is to like try and do everything, which is like study everything and fix everything and just become a completely different person like overnight, which legit never works. And I think being intentional during exams isn't like doing more. It's like about doing things like with clarity. Like, instead of being like, I need to study, like I really need to study, like I'm totally gonna fail, I need to lock in, just be like, I'm gonna study this topic for like 30 minutes because I don't get it. So it's like not your entire academic career, it's just one thing. And then when you break it down, it becomes important, like it becomes easier to manage, basically. So yeah, and I really want to mention, if you have not been waking up at 5 a.m. all semester, this is not your moment, respectfully. You're not going to become a different person during AP exams. Like, just don't try it. Instead of trying to completely like reset your personality, just focus on the things that actually help. Like, actually making sure you understand all the concepts and giving more attention to the subjects that you find difficult, because that will help you more than one night of like panic productivity will. And it's also really important to remember when to stop, because burnout right before exams, like in April, is a terrible strategy. And I know a lot of people are facing it, because I cannot even say that I'm not. Like, it's so hard to get myself to do things because I'm just so tired after the entire year. We have like a month left. It's just like we're in the home stretch. But being intentional also means that you're taking breaks and you're sleeping, and stress is not a personality trait, because for a lot of people it becomes one right around now. And another thing I've noticed, I guess, is that consistency matters more than intensity. I don't like it. I don't like that that's true because I don't agree. I mean, like, if it was up to me, I would not be consistent. But, I mean, not that I am, actually. The point is, one perfect productive day is really nice, but it doesn't change it much. Even if you're being productive, quote unquote, for, I don't know, a couple hours a day for, like, a week, you'll see that you're making a lot more efforts and, like, a lot bigger of an impact on your entire life. What really matters is that you're doing a little bit consistently every time. Intentionality, I can't talk, also shows up in like small things, like how you start your day. I'm not saying have a perfect routine, green smoothie, 5 a.m. run, but more like just give yourself 5 seconds before chaos starts. I don't do this. I'm very guilty and I should probably fix this, but I mean, I just get up and I immediately am thrown into the chaos of the day. I should probably slow down and think about what actually matters, because that will probably change how my day feels and the hectic feeling will probably go away. And yeah, I think there's just something really important about remembering that perfection and purpose are two different things, because perfection is about how things look. Like, genuinely, at this point, we're not trying to be perfect. It's April. Nobody's trying to like win a Nobel or anything with the beautiful handwriting on their AP exams. Is that even a thing? Handwriting Nobel? It should be. That should be a Nobel. Not that I'm gonna win it, but like that should be. That's very interesting. Nobel Peace Prize, not Nobel Peace Prize. You know what? Just ignore me. I actually just can't like process my thoughts in a coherent manner, apparently. My point is, perfection gets you just more stress. If you think about the purpose of why you're doing things, you'll probably be a lot more like grounded and like understand what you're doing. So yeah, you don't have to be like rigid with your day. It doesn't have to go perfectly. It can fall off track. You can procrastinate. I know I procrastinate all the time, and you can have off days. That doesn't cancel everything. You just have to come back to it, because you're just keeping a habit of getting back to your work on time when you should be doing it, if that makes any sense. But the point is that it's really quiet. Like, nobody's gonna see that you're putting intentionality into your days. It's not like a super aesthetic thing. You just have to feel it, and you'll feel a difference between something that just happened a couple weeks ago and it's a day that you woke up and you decided that you'll be intentional. So yeah, if things are feeling really overwhelming right now, especially with exams coming up, like, believe me, I know, but you don't really need a full reset. Like, not everything needs to be fixed right now. Just pick a few things that really matter and then fix them, or focus on them, and take breaks. And let's see, drink some water. I mean, I have to say that, even though I don't really listen to my own advice, and move through your day with a little more intentionality. So yeah, that's kind of just what I want to talk about, because you're not controlling everything. You're not trying to fix everything. You're just trying to work towards making your life a little bit easier for one more month on purpose, making some changes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode. I really wanted to emphasize this because I'm finding myself lacking in my own intentionality a lot, and I just felt like it's a pattern I've seen with a lot of my friends too. So yeah, thanks for listening to Paneer and Pancakes. Don't forget to subscribe and review us on Spotify and YouTube, and follow us on Instagram for updates and more content. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll catch you the next episode. Bye.